Welcome to another session of the My Solo 401k Financial Weekly YouTube series. We've got a great topic today. We're excited to share it with you. We're about to get started. All right, so today's topic is the 2025 Super Catch-Up Solo 401k contributions for those ages 60 to 63. The presentation is being provided for educational purposes only and should not be construed as tax, legal, or investment advice, nor as a solicitation. When making an investment decision, please consult with your tax attorney and financial professional. You can find us every day in our community, mysolo401k.net/my community. There's forums where you can post questions 24/7. We have daily Zooms Monday to Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. There's also a library of videos and webinars. So there's a lot of great ways to get involved, to learn, to share the knowledge. Before we jump into today's topic, I want to lay the foundation with some basic concepts. Now, if you have questions that come up, please don't hesitate to chat it over and we'll field those questions after we go through the slides. So a solo 401k, you may be wondering, what are the top solo 401k benefits and features? Well, let's talk about that. So number one, fast account setup and funding. So we prepare the documents to create the plan within the same business day. You can open and fund an account in as fast as one business day. For example, Fidelity, which is one of the top options where our customers are opening accounts, recently migrated to an online process, which is much more streamlined and fast as far as the account setup. Top reasons why customers will set up a plan is the ability to contribute to the plan, to save for retirement. So when you make a pre-tax contribution, you would reduce your taxable income for the year of the contribution. Our plan also allows for Roth as well as Mega Backdoor Roth contributions, which don't reduce your taxable income for the year of the contribution, but you've got the potential for tax-free growth. Our plan would also allow you to process an in-plan Roth conversion, where you take pre-tax money that's already in a retirement account and you move it to a Roth status. So again, you've got that potential for tax-free growth. You can also catch up on your retirement savings because, and we're going to talk about that obviously as far as the super catch-up rules, but in addition, a solo 401k plan has the highest contribution limits for any defined contribution plan available to self-employed individuals. And there's still plenty of time to set up a plan for 2024. As long as you sign up with us before the end of the year, you will preserve the ability to contribute all types of contributions for 2024 up until your business tax return deadline, including any timely filed extension, which could allow you to contribute up to $69,000 or even $76,500 if you're 50 or older for 2024. Moreover, our low-cost approach will allow you to maximize your retirement savings to preserve the balance. For example, our plan will make the self-employed individual eligible to claim $1,500 in solo 401k tax credits, which is going to more than cover our fees for the first 7 years. So our fees are $650, which is the initial cost, which includes the $525 establishment fee, plus the first $125 annual fee. Starting 12 months later, so for example, November of next year, we would charge our annual fee of $125 that would cover the second year. There's no asset under management fees, no AUM fees. It's a totally flat fee structure, which includes all the comprehensive solo 401k compliance support. As part of the onboarding process, we help you open up accounts at the bank or brokerage of choice. For example, there's many brokerages that offer free brokerage accounts. For example, no fees to set up the account, free online trading, no maintenance fee, free checkbook. With our plan, you can also invest in what you want. So, of course, traditional brokerage type investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, as well as certificate of deposits, as well as true alternative investments like real estate, private placement, crypto, precious metals, notes, etc. You can access emergency funds, tax and penalty free, via a solo 401k loan, where you're able to borrow up to 50% of the balance, not to exceed $50,000. It's not going to be subject to early withdrawal taxes or penalties as long as you pay it back according to the payment schedule. So it's got to be paid back in either monthly or quarterly payments, equal payments of principal and interest, with those payments spread over a 5-year term. And you can use those proceeds for any purpose whatsoever. As mentioned, our flat $125 annual fee covers all the ongoing compliance support for the solo 401k at no additional charge. Of course, mandatory plan updates and amendments. For example, the law may change and the documents need to be updated. We handle that automatically and proactively for our customers. In addition, depending on what's going on with your plan, additional support may be needed. It could be a rollover, it could be a Form 5500EZ or Form 1099R, which we handle both of those forms, including preparation and electronic filing as an optional free service. If you want to take a 401k loan, we prepare the loan documents that are required. We offer phone support, email support. As mentioned at the outset, we also host daily Zoom-style office hour calls, which are a great way to learn and share the knowledge. You can hear what other folks are asking. Moreover, we have our forums where people can post questions 24/7 in our online community with over 30,000 members. We've got the first industry solo 401k.ai chatbot to answer questions and find resources quickly. As far as eligibility, one would need to be self-employed in order to be eligible to set up a plan. So that means that you have your own business with no non-owner, non-spouse, full-time W-2 employees. So you might be an independent contractor, a solo practicing professional like a realtor or CPA or attorney. The key is that you're reporting earned self-employment income on your taxes. So some of the top eligibility considerations would include whether or not you need a separate entity. And the answer is no. We have many customers who operate as sole proprietors without a formal legal entity. The key, though, is that you report earned self-employment income on your taxes. For example, Schedule C, if your business is taxed as a sole proprietorship, or W-2 wages, if your business is taxed as an S-corp. There's no minimum amount of earned self-employment income that you need in order to be eligible to set up a plan. Your spouse or business partner may also participate as long as your spouse or business partner is reporting their own earned self-employment income, such as their own separate Schedule C or W-2 wages. For example, if your business is taxed as an S-corp. You may set up a solo 401k even if you have a W-2 job, even if you participate in your W-2 employer-sponsored plan, as long as you've got that separate earned self-employment income. As far as some of the top use cases, looking at it through the lens of different customer profiles, one would be the frugal investor, because setting up our plan, again, will enable the self-employed business or individual to be able to claim $1,500 in solo 401k tax credits, which is going to more than cover our fees for the first 7 years. The Roth maximizer, because as noted, our plan does allow for not only in-plan Roth rollovers, as well as Roth and Mega Backdoor Roth contributions. The large account holder, because once the value of the plan exceeds $250,000, there'll be an informational filing requirement, Form 5500EZ, which we handle as an optional free service. In other words, no additional charge. We prepare and file it under the electronic filing system. The alternative investor would also be attracted to our plan because it not only allows for traditional brokerage type investments, as well as true alternative investments like real estate and crypto, private placement. And we're fielding questions every day from our customers in terms of the mechanics of how to invest your solo 401k funds in alternative investments. Finally, the rainy day investor would also be attracted to our plan because it allows for solo 401k participant loans. Again, where you can take out funds for any purpose whatsoever, as long as it's properly structured as a loan, including documented and paid back according to the terms, that amount is not going to be subject to taxes or penalties. All right, wonderful. So now let's talk about the new 2025 Super Catch-Up Solo 401k contribution rules. Now, these are going to apply to those who are age 60 or 63 in 62, 63. So it could be 60, 61, 62, or 63 during 2025. So under the current law, if you're age 50 or older, I should say you have to turn 60, 61, 62, or 63 during 2025, to be specific. But if you're age 50 or older right now, you've always been able to make catch-up contributions. For example, for 2024, the catch-up contribution limit is $7,500. For 2025, the contribution limits did go up. The overall limit did, for example, the employee limit, but the catch-up amount stayed the same for those age 50 or older. But under Secure Act 2.0, there's a new super catch-up amount for those age 60, 61, 62, or 63 by the end of 2025. And so this super catch-up amount is instead of the 7,500. So it's not in addition to, so you can't do another catch-up amount. It's just that your catch-up contribution limit will be higher. And so that super catch-up limit will be increased, right, as the consumer price index increases, right? So just like the contribution limits go up with inflation, it would be expected that this would also go up with inflation. So for 2025, the amount is $11,250 instead of $7,500. This is a great chart as it makes it very clear, right? So for 2025, the overall limit went up to $70,000. If you're 50 or older, it's still $7,500 on top of that. But if you're age 60, 61, 62, or 63, instead of $7,500, you have the super catch-up amount of $11,250. So this is another great chart as it shows that if you're age 60, 61, 62, or 63, if you turn that age in 2025, you're going to get that catch-up contribution. Now, once you turn 64, you'll drop down to the lower amount. As always, you can follow us on our community, mysolo401k.net/my community. If you have questions, please feel free to chat over questions in the live stream. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also chat questions in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. We really appreciate that. We host weekly webinars here on our YouTube channel. As mentioned, we also host daily Zoom-style office hour calls on our community. It's always free to join. All are welcome. Let's get that screen back up. mysolo401k.net/my community. So we really appreciate everyone checking out today's video. Thank you so much for the participation. We'll give it a moment to see if there's any questions that come across. All right, until next time, thank you so much, everyone. Take care.